formation. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board. But give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And Stills over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 30 yards there. On 1st down, it's Stafford. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
That is caught at the 7. That one goes for 24 yards. To play in a tightly contested 1st half. Back to Denver right after this. To the air again, Stafford. Dancing to his left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Collins. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the 1st half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back in the back 7, phenomenal.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Second down, Prescott eluding the pressure right. They find some open field here. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. As we saw in his rookie year, Dak not afraid to run with it. And he did there to pick up the 1st. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Now the Cowboys going to burn the 1st of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd down, and the offense in search of 6 yards. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Again, it's Johnson. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. On play action, Prescott. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. Prescott now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. On 1st and 10, Prescott. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A reminder, coming up tonight, Green Bay visits Atlanta. All sorts of storylines there. A playoff rematch, also the opening of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And then on Monday night, the Giants host the Lions.
So the Giants play on Sunday night and Monday night to open the season.
Yeah, 2 under the lights. They start the second half with Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Fights off the defender. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. He got 29 yards that time.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
In the game. He gets the call here. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them. And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Johnson. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Brian Robinson in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. They go play action here on first down. Flushed it, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Grady Jarrett forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Here's Stafford now on second down. Out left side here to Bryant. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Able to get there and pick it. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Now it's Chris Thompson on the return. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. A dump off to the flat for Perkins. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Sometimes we get hung up on the stature of a player, and Paul Perkins just 5'10". But you get him in space, throw the ball to him, he can create some plays downfield.
Just a second-year guy was taken in the 5th round. Does he have a bright future in this league, Charles?
I think so. He's one of those guys I watched in college and thought definitely had a future in the NFL.
On 1st down, Stafford here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? On the toss, here's Johnson. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They go to Johnson again. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
If they're going to get a 1st down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Prescott from the gun. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 2nd down following the run. Now Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at third and a few inches. Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got a lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
An update now from out in Southern California. The Dolphins have added on, and they seem to be pulling away in that one. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And Denver getting set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Stafford on the left side. This is Stills. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll send a receiver in motion left. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Now Johnson. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. David Johnson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford. Sanders has it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pick up there of 20 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center. You
mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Stafford. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Bryant with a catch right side. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Martavis Bryant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. To return it is Corey Grant. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Jameis Olawale, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the 2nd level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, That kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off.
And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
So after nearly turning it over, new life here for the offense on second down. The slot man in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And the wideout in motion. Here's Johnson. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run it with Johnson. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Dallas. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 4th now in Carson. The Dolphins have added on, and they seem to be pulling away in that one. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. Stafford. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. Counting down at 30 seconds remaining. Now Stafford. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want. Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays. Now it's Stafford. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Stafford now to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And it's incomplete. Clock now showing 0:05. That's all we have left here in the fourth.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Derek Johnson. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. It's up and it's good as they tack on one more to what's going to be a very satisfying victory. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Cowboys, it was a great all-around performance.